Ang Team the Quad Squad ay kulang sa 200,000 jackpot prize sa pamamagitan lamang ng 6 na puntos.
Family Feud, 5:40 p.m.
Our one-of-a-kind JKM Burger Pizza, the perfect fusion of flavors that...
Nagmamano pa.
That's okay.
Tell me about my day.
Hi, Reggie. The time is 7 p.m. In Balingasa, it's 31 and clear. Tonight, the forecast is around 27 degrees with rain. Here's a joke to start your morning. This might make you laugh. What do you call a caveman's fart? A blast from the past. No tasks for today. Have a good one. Here's the latest news. From DW News Brief at 8 a.m. yesterday.
This is DW News, and these are our top stories. The CIA says the US has paused intelligence sharing.
So let's ask Gemini. Tell me about my day.
Good evening, Reggie. It's 7:01 p.m. It's 31 and clear there. Tonight, the forecast is around 27 degrees with rain. Here's a joke to start your morning. Okay, here you go. What is a balloon's least favorite kind of music? Pop.
National TV address, he said he still wants to believe the US is on France's side.
Have a wonderful day. Here's the latest news.
From DW News Brief at 8 a.m. yesterday.
This is DW News, and these are our top stories. The CIA says the US has paused intelligence sharing with Ukraine. Relations between Washington and Kyiv remain strained following Friday's argument between the two countries' leaders in the Oval Office. Despite this, U.S. National Security Advisor Mike Waltz told a news outlet that President Trump would consider lifting the pause if Kyiv were to put forward what he called confidence-building measures. French President Emmanuel Macron has declared that the new White House administration has turned the world on its head. In a national TV address, he said he still wants to believe the US is on France's side, but warned the country must also be ready for the alliance to end. He also said he would talk to European allies about sharing France's nuclear deterrence. US Vice President J.D. Vance visited America's border with Mexico to highlight Trump's tougher immigration policies. The White House claims the crackdown has led to a dramatic fall in arrests for illegal crossings into the United States. This is DW News from Berlin. You'll find much more news on our website, dw.com.
From Reuters' 5-minute news briefing, Global, at 6:51 p.m. today.
This is Reuters.
A divided U.S. Supreme Court ruled against the administration of U.S. President Donald Trump on Wednesday, upholding a lower court's decision that the government cannot withhold payment to foreign aid organizations for work they've already performed. The legal setback comes as the Republican president moves to pull the plug on American humanitarian projects around the world. Pursuing what he has called a, quote, America First agenda, Trump ordered a 90-day pause on all foreign aid in his first day back in office. That order, and ensuing stop work orders halting U.S. Agency for International Development operations around the world, have jeopardized delivery of life-saving food and medical aid, throwing global humanitarian relief efforts into chaos. Aid organizations accused Trump in lawsuits of exceeding his authority under federal law by stepping into an area that's a matter for Congress. Here's New York University law professor Peter Shane.
Departments, agencies, offices get set up through congressional authority
was created by statute. The Consumer Finance Protection Bureau, created by statute. Department of Education, created by statute. Those statutes cannot be, effectively repealed by executive action.
A Washington-based U.S. district judge last month ordered the administration release approximately $2 billion in funding to contractors and grant recipients. Trump appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court. His Solicitor General wrote in a filing that the lower court order should be blocked, saying it would, quote, unlawfully commandeer federal payment processes. But Chief Justice John Roberts and fellow conservative Amy Coney Barrett joined the court's 3 liberal members in rejecting the Trump administration's appeal. Conservative Justices Samuel Alito, Clarence Thomas, Neil Gorsuch, and Brett Kavanaugh dissented from the decision. The court did not provide a rationale for its unsigned order on Wednesday.
Washington confirmed on Wednesday it had held direct talks with militant group Hamas to free U.S. hostages held in Gaza, while U.S. President Donald Trump said again the group would have hell to pay if it didn't comply. Talking to Hamas breaks a long-standing taboo against negotiating with groups the U.S. sees as terrorist organizations. Hamas was declared a terrorist group in 1997. Sources told Reuters U.S. hostage affairs envoy Adam Boehler recently met with Hamas officials in Doha. When asked about the talks, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said Boehler has the authority to speak directly with Hamas.
Israel was consulted on this matter, and look, dialogue and talking to people around the world to do what's in the best interest of the American people is something that the president has proven is what he believes is good faith effort to do what's right for the American people.
Meanwhile, Trump issued a stark new threat against Hamas on social media. He demanded the group release all of the hostages now, not later, including the remains of dead hostages, or he would send Israel, quote, everything it needs to finish the job. Before he took office, Trump made similar threats, but again did not specify the exact action he might take if Hamas didn't comply. The U.S. had long avoided direct engagement with the Islamist group, which raided southern Israel on October 7, 2023, sparking the devastating war in Gaza. A source said the recent discussions aimed to try and secure the release of Eden Alexander, a New Jerseyite believed to be the last living American hostage held by Hamas. He appeared in a video published by Hamas in November last year. 4 other U.S. hostages have been declared dead by Israeli authorities.
Elon Musk may have a new target. The billionaire leading Donald Trump's cost-cutting effort says it's time to sell off Amtrak and the US Postal Service. Speaking Wednesday at a conference run by Morgan Stanley, he said the government should privatise everything that can be privatised. Musk said he thought such moves would need congressional approval. Last month, Trump said he was thinking about merging the Postal Service, a government agency, with the Commerce Department.
And we're thinking about doing that, and it'll be a form of a merger, but it'll remain the Postal Service, and I think it'll operate a lot better.
That's a move Democrats say would violate federal law. The USPS has lost some $100 billion since